Hello, grade 8. We are going to check the extra exercises concerning energy transformation. So, potential and kinetic energy. Identify each of the following forms of energy as either potential energy P or kinetic energy K. So, first of all, the potential energy are chemical energy, nuclear energy, gravitational energy, and elastic energy, whereas the kinetic energy are the sound, the thermal, the electric, and the electromagnetic. So whenever you have energy in motion, it is kinetic, a sort of kinetic energy. Whenever you have energy stored, it is a sort of potential energy. So A, choose one of the above forms of potential energy and describe why it fits in this category. I'm going to explain each one, so in case you choose any of the potential energy, you will have the description in here. So, potential energy means energy stored. First, the chemical energy. It's the energy stored in the bonds between atoms that holds the molecules together. So this is why chemical energy is considered a part of potential energy. Nuclear energy, it's the energy stored in the nucleus of the atom that holds the nucleus together. As you can see, I always have a stored energy. Gravitational energy, it's the energy of an object because of its position or its height. So here as well, I don't have a motion, I have just an object that is at a certain height. So this is why it will have gravitational potential energy. And finally, elastic energy, it's the energy stored in an object by the application of a force. So when you apply a force on an object, it will have elastic energy. Now B, choose one of the forms above of the kinetic energy and describe why it fits in this category. I'm going to explain each one as well. So kinetic energy, as we said, it's the energy due to a motion. Sound energy, it's the movement of energy through substances in the form of compression waves. So this is why the sound is considered as kinetic energy, because I have a motion. Thermal energy, the internal energy of a substance due to the vibration of atoms and molecules making up the substance. And electric energy, it's the energy from flow of electric charge. So I have the movement of electrons in one direction. Electromagnetic energy, it's the energy that travels in transverse waves. So as you can see, all four energies are due to a motion. This is why they are considered kinetic energy. Now, transformation of energy. Use the following forms of energy to fill in the table below. Rotational motion, you know, rotational, it means I have a circle. A translational motion, I have a straight line. Electric, thermal, electromagnetic, chemical, nuclear, and sound. So, the first one is given. Number 2, a battery that runs a moving toy. So the original form of energy is electric energy, and the final form is translational motion, because the toy is going to move in a line. If it's moving in a circle, you can say rotational motion, but mainly it is going to move in a line. A solar panel on the roof of a house. So the original form of energy is the solar energy, and the final energy form is electric. A person lifting a chair. So first I have kinetic energy because I have a motion, and then I have translational motion because the chair is being lifted up as a straight line. A nuclear power plant. So the original energy form is nuclear, and the final energy form is electric. A toaster. So I have electric energy that is being transformed into thermal energy. 7. A church bell ringing. I have a translational motion that is being transformed into sound. 8. Gasoline powering a car. The original energy form is chemical, and the final energy form is translational Motion because the car is going to move in a straight line. It can move in a rotational motion, but mainly it's a straight line. Turning on a lamp. So I have electric energy being transformed into electromagnetic energy. Photosynthesis. I have electromagnetic energy, which is the light coming from the sun, being transformed into chemical energy. Now, describe a scenario with the following energy transformations. You're not allowed to use the previous examples. I'm going to give you new examples. So, A, electric energy being converted to sound energy. So the hair dryer changes the electric energy into sound and heat. You can give other examples, of course. Chemical energy being converted to motion energy. So the chemical energy existing in the bonds of the food turns to motion energy, and this is how we are able to move. Thermal energy being converted to sound energy. Well, the pressure cooker, if you know it, when it reaches a certain temperature, it whistles. So I have here a sound that is that exists due to the transformation of thermal energy into sound energy. Gravitational potential energy being converted to motion energy. This is a very easy example. When we throw a ball in the air, at the highest point, it reaches the maximum potential energy. Then, while it's going down, the gravitational potential energy turns into kinetic energy or motion energy. Electric energy being converted into electromagnetic energy. So the electric energy in the antenna is transformed to electromagnetic energy. This is how we can get the radio stations and the frequencies and all these stuff. Identify the forms of energy shown in the images below. So in this image, I have thermal energy. Here I have fruits, so this is chemical energy stored in the bonds of the food. Now I have a battery, so chemical energy inside the battery that will be transformed into electric energy later on. Here I have a fire, so chemical energy because of the combustion of the wood that can give me the fire. 5. This is electric energy. And 6, this is nuclear energy because in the sun I have nuclear fusion all the time. This is how the sun gets the energy. 7, this is sound energy. 8, this is kinetic energy because I have a motion. Now identify the energy conversions in the objects. So 9. Here I have electric energy that is changing into kinetic energy or mechanical energy because when this device gets the electricity, it will move. So I have electric energy changing into kinetic energy. Here I have chemical energy, just like we said in the fire, that is being transformed into thermal energy. This is why you sit next to a fire to feel warm or hot. 11. So this is potential energy being transformed into kinetic energy because when this person reaches the highest point, he will start going down faster, which means his potential energy is going to be transformed into motion energy or kinetic energy. 12. So I have electric energy that is being transformed into sound energy. Here, electric energy is being transformed into thermal energy. You can add also sound, but mainly it's thermal. But you can consider that here the electric energy will be transformed, part of it into thermal and the other part into sound. Now 14, the mechanical energy is going to be transformed into sound because you will do the effort and then you will get the sound. So I have mechanical energy in the first part of the motion, let's say, and then I have sound. 15, so electric energy into light or radiant energy. 16, I have electric energy into light and heat because if you touch this lamp, you will feel that it's really hot. 17, so mechanical energy because when the wind turns the windmill, so I have a motion this is going to be changed into electric energy. And here I have electric energy that is being transformed into kinetic energy and sound, of course. Now this is the photosynthesis. The solar energy, or light you can say, or radiant energy, is going to be transformed into chemical energy in the plants. And here the toaster, I have electric energy that is being transformed into heat or thermal energy. And that's it. Thank you, grade 8.